Hi guys, this is Miles from gymandfitnessequipment.co.uk and I'm standing here with...
Hi guys, Basil, new dawn, new day.
New day, Baz, and what on earth are we dealing with down here? What is this?
So guys, as you can see, I have unpackaged the Monster G3, the latest new version. I think it's the 2019 version if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's right. That's the one that's going into the UK now and also into South Africa.
Into South Africa as well.
Okay.
As you can see on the far right, I've also unpackaged the Monster G3 leg press.
Great.
I do recommend purchasing it at the same time because it makes your life a whole lot easier when you do the installation. So you'll see I've laid everything down here nice, spaced out so I can see what parts I'm grabbing. I just want to touch on one point quickly and I'll show you during the installation as well. Please again, you'll see in my other videos, pay attention to the orientation of the parts. Am I correct the way we are saying?
Yeah.
You'll see for example this part over here. You'll see that it's got big holes in the back, small holes in the front. Now what that is for is you put a rod through here. Let me see if I can find it. Miles, pass me that steel rod there.
This one here.
Below it.
There we go.
So what that is for is, it's this rod here. It's your weight storage horn. So when you put it on the machine, obviously that way must face forward and the weight storage horn must face the back. So a lot of times people might put it in the wrong way around, and when you've done the installation you realize you have to swap the beams around. So just make sure when you look in the manual that the big holes go to the back, so you can put the horn on and you won't have to undo it when you install it. But I will touch on that during the installation.
What we'll do is as we go through the installation, we'll be stopping every now and again as we've done with the previous installation videos. Basil, while we're here, what was quite interesting, we were chatting yesterday, a couple of improvements have been made, haven't they?
There have been quite a couple of improvements on the G3. You'll notice, for example, the top beam is a lot thicker. It's almost, they're trying to standardize it. It almost looks identical to the Rerack. You'll find that it's changed color. You'll find that the weldings are a lot
Color is very, very sexy. I must say.
I
think this looks purposeful and looks a little bit meaner than the previous.
It does. I mean, the welding has been beefed up.
Yeah.
Everything has just been finished off right. I can even show you an example. For example, the nylon horn. The old G3, I'll come into the picture, used to have a plastic bushing with a steel screw. The new one is all steel now, so it's much stronger, much beefier. Miles will send you some close-up pictures of what I'm talking about as we're going through it. And everything is made a lot better as well. You will notice the old G3, the cable actually used to run through the tube. The new G3 runs on the outside. So I'm guessing this will take me to install probably an hour and a half.
Wow. But you are like a superhero with putting stuff like this together.
Definitely.
Like the average mortals, what would we be looking at?
Look, probably 2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
We'll see you in a minute.
Thanks, guys. Hi, guys. It's me again, running you through the installation of the Monster G3. You'll see we've got the few pieces up here of the mainframe. But what is quite interesting, it'll make your life so much easier with installations. In my previous videos I touched where you have to look in the manual and you have to look at part numbers. But have a look at the bolt packs here. Look how interesting it says step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and it goes through with all the steps. So it actually makes your life a lot easier. So it'll take you quite quick to install it. Thanks guys, I'll come back to you any more feedback. Hi guys, me again. I have finished the second step of the Monster G3 installation. So you'll see there it is over there.
Cool. And Baz, anything that you've noticed about the frame so far as you've been putting it together?
So the new version, what's nice about the new version, they haven't got bent tubing. It's actually angled tubing now, which makes it look beefier, which makes it look more sexier as well. So as the new one is actually black, the old one was silver. So the nice thing is it doesn't show dirt or scratches when you're going to scratch it when you train on it, or you might move J-hooks up and down. It doesn't show dirt that easily, and it looks nice. It's a matte black finish. Thanks guys. Hi guys, I'm standing here with the nice sexy Monster G12, just with some tips in terms of the Smith bar, in terms of the installation. First step, you will see that the hooks are lying on these horns very nicely on both sides. If you notice during the installation process that the hook is it's lying flat on this side, for example, and it's not lying flat on the other side, what you've got to do, remember guys, that the Smith machine in the G12 is counterbalanced. So you'll see there's a cable on either side that runs up and through the tube in the back. Now there's a cylinder that's in the tube with screws, like a nut, a lock nut, and a bolt that goes into the cylinder. So what you need to make sure when you're in that installation process that you lie both of them on the floor, screw the cables in left and right, and make sure the threads are identical. If it's gone 10 threads in on the left, it must go 10 threads in on the right, so the machine doesn't sit up or wobbled or down. So just make sure that the height of the cable is the same when the bolt goes into the counterweight. That'll solve that problem. You will notice during the installation that there's 4 grub screws. One here, one behind, one here, one behind. When it comes from the factory, it comes as a complete unit. You don't have to touch these grub screws. These grub screws are holding the solid bar that runs through the tubing over here. If you find that this is a bit tight when you turn it, there's a small adjustment that you can do here, but I highly recommend getting an expert in to do that, to adjust those 4 bolts for you.
And I think, Baz, what's been interesting as well is perhaps that if people try and tighten it, they must just make sure that the threads are actually aligning correctly.
Correct. So just make sure the threads are aligning correctly, that you don't strip the threads, and that it is going in straight as well. And when you do tighten it, there's no need to be Hulk Hogan, because you don't want to snap the bolt. I mean, it's just enough pressure there will be perfect. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, we've just finished the next step in the Monster G3 build, the chrome uprights. You will see they are up here. Do not tighten the bolts, guys, because otherwise you will battle when you put the top beams in. I'll see you in a bit with the next step. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, I'm back here again with the next step of the G3 installation. These bottom cross beams have been put in, left and right, and as you can see we're making slow progress on the G3, but for you guys it'll be actually quick progress. It's a couple seconds. See you in a bit. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, we've just finished the next step in the G3. It's these back chrome uprights where the Smith bar hooks into, these back ones. And as you can see, nothing's tight yet. So we've just finished those and we will see you in a bit.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Hi guys, I'm back again. You'll see we've completed the next step in the G3 installation. It's the cross beams up top here. It's the, cross beams on top. It's the sliders over here on both sides, and it's this beam over here.
What are those sliders for, Baz?
These are for the DAP. So the pulleys come in front here, it's for the DAP. What is quite nice, this back beam over here, there's no nuts in the back. They've actually tapped holes and threaded it, so you actually screw it straight in. So there's no nuts in the back. What I do suggest, if you are doing the installation by yourself, what I do suggest is putting the bottom bolt in and screwing this crossbeam on with the bottom bolt in. Then it'll sit in place, and even if you bump it, it won't fall over. Then you can manage to put that in and then finish it up. So that's just a nice, easy way if you're doing it by yourself. Thanks, guys. Hi, guys. It's me again, running you through the step. You'll see this step here that I went through earlier on, where it's the 4 upright posts. We then went to the next step, which is over here, where you do the frame. As you can see the frame there. You'll see it shows you to put the DAP handles on, which are these here. Then, what you will see further down in the manual is the loading horns of the weight horns. They're already on the machine, but they don't show you that it actually needs to be loaded on. So take note that it does need to be loaded on at the back here. I have got them waiting there, so I could just show you. And please take note, when you do load them on the up and down tube, it will not run as smooth until there's weights on it. It has to be weights that can be balanced. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, based on that last video where I showed you the weight horns, we have now put them in place on the machine. Please take a note when you install them that the angle of the tube is angled up so the weights don't fall off. If you turn this upside down or turn it the wrong way around, the angle might slope down. That is incorrect. So you know that this has to face the back and it has to angle upright. Thanks, guys. Cheers for now. Hi guys, it's me here again. We are busy with the process of installing the sliding rods for the Smith machine. That's where the Smith machine will run up and down. It is very important now, you'll see in the step where you're installing the runners, which I've pre-assembled already, you will notice I've put the wheels in and I've tightened them already. If you do have a problem where you battle to get the wheel in this housing, don't be scared to take a shifting spanner and you can just bend that a little bit forward. It won't do any damage, it won't affect your warranty, and you can slide the wheels in easily. Fortunately, mine all went in easy, but you might get to somewhere it's a bit tight. Post-welding at the factory, you just bend it open a little bit and put the wheels in. So I've got that there, I've got everything else prepped and ready to go. Big important thing to notice now is I have been harping on about getting the leg press for the G3. So at this stage now, if you have bought the leg press for the G3, you actually install it at the same time, because those rods which are lying down there actually run up and down on those tubes. They fit to those tubes. So it makes your life a lot easier to do the installation now. If you don't buy it and you buy it at a later stage, you'd have to loosen all these bolts to install it. So that's why I recommend spending the extra bit of money now, purchasing it now, and you don't have to waste all that time and the inconvenience to install it later. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, we are done the step. Again, very important. That's why I say you purchase the leg press one time, you install everything together. You'll see it's been installed now on the same rods as the Smith machine. So nice and easy. What I do also suggest, these that run up here, make sure you don't tighten these bolts too much. There must still be a bit of movement. If you come here, you'll actually see the washer. So this is not completely tight. So you'll see the washer turning. That allows this to run up and down. What you will need to do is, as long as it's a silicon-based lubricant, in South Africa we get a Q8 spray. Don't use a Q20, it has to be silicon-based spray. You can spray these guide rods to make it nice and smooth. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, it's me again here. We are done with the mainframe construction of the G3. What I do suggest during the process of the installation is, when you get to like the 5th or 6th step, go back to step 1 and just go through it and see, I have put all of those in. So you can rather find the mistake if you've made a mistake earlier than later. So every 5th step, go back and just check everything. So we are going to proceed to the Smith bar installation now. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, we are finally there. That's the main frame that has been completed. You'll see the Smith bar is in skew, so I'm going to show you something about that now. So once you're at this mainframe stage, once you've done with the Smith bar, you can tighten up all your bolts, and you look on the floor, there's not much left to go. Very important now when it comes to the Smith bar. You'll see the 2 attachments. Here's one here, and here's one in my hand. The factory have marked the attachments. So you'll see there's a square inside over there. And if you go to the one on my right, your left, there's a triangle punched into that side. So what that means is, if you're standing in front of the machine, like I'm going to turn my back on you now, if you stand in front of the machine like you're going to work it, triangle must be to the left, square must be to the right. So very, very easy. You put that, you bolt this left one in, slide your Smith bar in, and then you come with the right one. You don't bolt anything in, and you just slide it in like that, and you bolt it together. Just like that. You'd pick this up, just like that, and it'll slide through. I have to have 2 hands here, but you would pick it up and you would wiggle it to slide it through. And that's the installation of the Smith bar, and then you can tighten up all the bolts and start the cabling process. Thanks guys, cheers. Hi guys, this is the G3 Monster. It's now been all tightened, Smith bar is in. You will see there's 2 of these black rubbers, stops, that in the picture, if you look at the manual, it could confuse people. But in the manual, you will see it shows you that the rubber stop must come over here, and you'll see that it won't fit. Now the reason for that is, you loosen that screw over there, is a grub screw here, and you take this chrome sleeve off. And once you've taken this chrome sleeve off, you put the rubber onto the inner tube, and that's your stopper. So you can use this for standard weight plates. It's a 25mm hole. Thanks guys. Hi guys, it's me again. You'll see we are finally there. We're done. Cable's all in. Please note, on the cable, on the weight shuttles, you'll see that that's a little bit in the air. It's in the air by a couple centimeters, or maybe 1.5 centimeters. That is okay, don't panic. It's there because on a brand new installation, this cable might stretch a little bit. So it just gives it a bit of space to breathe. Expansion and contraction, so that won't damage anything. And cabling, there was nothing hard. It runs through no tubes. Very, very easy. And that's it. Thanks, guys.
Hi guys, it's Miles again. You haven't seen much of me in the last few minutes. I've been standing behind the camera, but I'm back in front of the camera with Basil. We've finished the installation.
We have finished the installation of the Monster G3, the new 2019 edition. You'll notice it has got the leg press on it. Okay,
Baz, can you maybe take me through a couple of things that you really like? There were a couple of comments that you made as we were walking along through this.
So first of all, what I do like about the Monster, the new version, it is matte black. So it doesn't show scratches that easily. You'll notice they've done away with the bent tubing and they've gone to angled tubing, which have welded, which have reinforced it and made it stronger. You will notice that the cabling is a lot easier. It doesn't run through any tubes. The old version used to run through the actual tube on it. The Smith bar is solid. Mounting the Smith bar from an installation point of view, very easy.
Seemed to be a lot easier than some of the other.
Very easier. Extremely easy to do the system. What is quite nice is these safeties, you can also use your band pegs in these safeties as well.
Yep, so let's actually have a look at that now. So pull those in, and we can use those.
You can use those for your safety.
Yeah.
Every load point has got a spring collar on it. These nylon sleeves at the back can come off, and you can store standard weight plates on the back here as well as the DAB. You can take the nylon sleeves off and you can use standard weight plates on this as well.
So that's been a big question for many of my customers in the UK is can they use their standard weight plates?
Yes, you can.
The old G3, the answer was no. The new G3, absolutely.
Correct, yes. So you don't have to go and outlay plates if you want to buy this if you've got the standard plates already.
Yeah, makes
it does come with a whole bunch of accessories. So it comes with these two lovely nylon D handles, which are on the machine. You can actually shorten the link as well. With the links over here, you can choose what design.
A lot of people ask me why I would want to shorten them, and there'll be a walkthrough video available as well on our channel. But one of the important reasons, especially for instance, I do a lot of my lat training on this machine. So to be able to extend these, make them short or make them longer, means that I can, for instance, kneel down on the ground and actually be able to reach one of these.
Correct. What is nice about the D handle now is the old version had foam and was plastic. This is a nylon handle, so it's a lot better. So you don't get the foam doesn't perish.
Great.
So you will notice with the leg press plates, I'm going to unhook it here and take it down just to show you. The top beam is a lot thicker. It's almost copied of the Rerack. Those two holes up there are for your stability, and you'll notice there's two hooks left and right. That's to store your accessories when you're not in use. And there's two housings left and right. That's for the long and short bar over there. Now we want to run through the accessories.
I think let's run through some of the accessories. So starting in no particular order. Okay, this is called the cambered bar. So Baz, what I love about this is, over the years with my training, I've developed a couple of injuries, especially in my wrists. I find that to be able to do curls and some of my other pressing exercises. Remember that, and you'll see this in the walkthrough video, that a functional trainer can mimic nearly every single barbell and dumbbell movement possible. So whatever you can do, use for a Z bar, whether it be French press, which is sort of over your head, whether it's a normal skull crusher that you're using, any of those types of exercises that you would normally use with the Z bar, you can now use with this bar. Double-ended.
Double-ended, so you can clip them up in the clips over here. What makes it quite nice is these pulleys are fully adjustable. So you can take your angle from the bottom to the top.
Another favorite bar is this straight bar. Again, double-ended, so it mimics a barbell. So you're able to do squats, you're able to do your bench press. And remember that with a functional trainer, you'll see this in the walkthrough videos, is that you can actually adjust it anywhere along. We've got 21 different adjustments. And what that means is that unlike a normal adjustable bench press where you would only have, say, 7 or 8 adjustments, with this you've got 21 different angles that you can use this from. So it's an incredible workout.
Which targets your different muscle groups, your different angles. It fires up the stabilizing muscles that you're not used to working. For example, which you'll take through the workout, if you do a normal bench press here with weight, you can clip that straight across here, remove the bench, firing your stabilizer muscles and doing a straight bench press now. There's so much more that you can do with it as well.
There's a nice advantage I see in this. It's got the center
clip for lat pull downs now.
Okay, great. That's something that we didn't have before. We have the short bar. I think everybody's seen this before. Yeah. Bicep and tricep.
We've got the V-grip rowing handle. So you can do all your rowing workouts with this. You could use it for multiple. I mean, you can do pull downs. It's just a very nice bar to have because it targets nice angles.
Yeah, parallel grip.
We've got a tricep rope that comes with it, which is nice for your triceps. So you can do your tricep workouts, or you can actually do a one-arm workout if you want to. You can clip it down there and you can do a one-arm workout because it's got the lovely stop there. So it's a tricep rope that comes with it.
Another favourite of mine is face pulls, of course.
Yes.
Being able to work those back rhomboids and traps.
Just make sure you clip it in properly, eh? You don't want to kiss the...
I don't want to club my face and make myself look uglier than I am at the moment.
You get an ankle cuff. Very nice for your inner outer thigh.
Yep.
Movement.
Very, very good.
Then of course on the left, you got on the bottom here, you got your core trainer.
Yeah. So this would normally go with an Olympic or a standard bar. Okay.
And you put the handle, put the plates on the handle on the end of the bar. What's quite nice is you can use it on either side of the G3.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And of course the G3, like I touched, comes with the leg press on it. These that are on here don't come with the G3, it's part of the leg press. Those are your safeties when you are doing a leg press.
Right. And Baz, one last thing I think I wanted to mention is that a couple of comments from people that have bought the G3 before is that when they use the functional trainer or this dual adjustable pulley section without any weights on, they say, well, hang on, it almost feels a bit sticky.
Yes, because
which of course it will, because it doesn't have any weight.
It doesn't have any weights on it. We've got very small weights on there, guys.
So we can compare what it feels like. So here, yeah, it's got no weights, it's almost weightless, and yes, it doesn't go down quickly. It's not supposed to.
And
have a
this
look at
one
that
here,
with only 2.5 kgs on each side. So nice, nice and smooth.
Smoother as well.
Perfect. Guys, we'll be seeing you shortly for one of the walkthrough videos and some of the workout videos. From me, Miles, see you later.
From me, Basil, see you later.